Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Together Apart video series. We are just 2 days away from Passover, our holiday of freedom and rebirth. At our Seder tables, we'll celebrate our ancestors' miraculous and incredible liberation from enslavement in Egypt. As we will say, with the guidance of the Haggadah, Avadim hayinu leparo b'mitzrayim ata b'nei chorin. Once we were slaves in Egypt, but now we are free. Last week, I touched upon one of the ways that we can understand this celebration of freedom, that we can understand that Passover is a holiday to celebrate our personal inner liberation and the ever-present possibility of freedom from inner constriction and the struggles within ourselves that burden us. But today I want to talk about a different way to understand this celebration of freedom. Because Passover is also a holiday in which we can celebrate freedom in our wider world and the ever-present possibility of a world where all of us can have more freedom, more justice, and more peace. For some of us, we might celebrate Passover in this way by lifting up the incredible achievements of our world's freedom struggles at our Seder tables. We might also at our Seder tables discuss how each of us might get involved in the work of freedom, the work of tikkun olam, or repairing the world. But on another level, we might also celebrate this aspect of freedom by allowing our Passover celebrations to renew our faith and our sense of possibility that a better world is actually possible to achieve. In a world that is ravaged by war, by poverty, by disease, the possibility of a better world can sometimes feel faint. It can be easy to feel discouraged, and I know that many of us do. In this way, we are just like our ancestors were in Egypt, who, in the words of the 20th century Hasidic master, the Slonimer Rebbe, were in such a low spiritual place that by the time God came to save them from Egypt, they had nearly given up entirely on the possibility of ever leaving Egypt. But the Slonimer Rebbe reminds us that even in our most difficult spiritual situations and states of discouragement, that we have something precious within us that's called our kusta dechiyuta, which is an indestructible life force that lives within all of us, that lives in the deepest part of us. The kusta dechiyuta, this indestructible life force, is a great source of faith. It's a source of clear conscience. It is an aspect of us that will never allow us to fully reconcile to the brokenness of our reality. It will always get us to fight for more and for better. Our kusta dechiyuta for many of us may be difficult to access. It may be living under layers of pain, of discouragement, of skepticism, but it is always there if we are able to tap into it, to fuel us on as we fight for a world of freedom, of justice, and of peace. On Passover, our celebrations can help us do this work of tapping in to our kusta dechiyuta, our indestructible life force within us, so that we can be renewed in our sense of possibility, our sense of hope, and our sense of commitment to building a better world. My blessing for all of us this Passover is that our celebrations bring us a sense of freedom, bring us a sense of renewal, and inspires us as well for the important work of repairing the world that is ahead. Happy Passover, everyone.